Wow, the music went off just in
I
time,
know that's what
huh?
I was going to say.
Hey,
Oh.
I'm Edie.
I'm Judy, and
And
together
together
we're
we're
the
the
Rainbow
Rainbow Grannies.
Grannies. Hey!
Yay!
So Edie's going to fix up TikTok. We're back. It's been a few weeks. Edie was out of town for a few weeks, so we're back, and Edie's just fixing up TikTok to help folks know to come over here to YouTube. So YouTube Live every Saturday and Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And remember that tonight we put the clock forward an hour, so you got to catch us the right time tomorrow. Here's the little book report to start out with. Everybody know the lesbian writer named Rita Mae Brown? If you don't, she's written lots and lots of books. These are detective novels, and guess who a detective is? A cat. I haven't read these yet. I can't wait, but lesbians and their cats, she would have a cat detective. So I just took out 3 books. I plan to read these. I haven't read them yet, so I'll have to let you know more after I start reading them. Hey, I'm going to give a shout out to the folks on the way over. Hey, Parody, you made it. Very cool. You followed you here. Great. And Christy, Marie, and Amber, and Fuzzy Bear. Good morning, everybody. Come on over. Come on over. We got more stories to tell. We're back after 2 weeks. I didn't have to. Well, maybe I don't have to replenish my coffee. I think we're going to try to drink something else this morning,
Good
too.
morning. Morning. Hey, everybody. I want to thank you all for coming over and watching us. Yesterday, let's see, we want to.
Yeah, so you need to, and there's Vicky Toria. Good morning. Does you want to adjust? We might need to adjust our chairs and stuff. Are you okay?
Right now, yeah.
You okay?
I feel like up a little.
Yeah, up a little high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a little
Okay,
better.
I keep scratching my shirt.
We got a rainbow shirt on. We got to make sure everybody sees that we love the world, right?
Love.
Talk about love. No, you don't tap the screen over here. What you do is you minimize the chat, and then there's a spot where you say like, the thumbs up, and you click on the thumbs up. And then you make sure you type something in the screen so that the algorithm knows that you're here and it knows that you're watching Rainbow Grannies and that you're
and
here.
And if you type something here, we know you're here. We get to give you a shout out too.
That's right. Food porn chef. Oh my God.
Oh, reminding you of the topic.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. Hang on for just a little while and then you make sure you remind me again because I'm going to tell you. This brain, it goes into so many different directions. I'm sure I have never officially been diagnosed as having like ADD or something like that, but I'm sure that's what it's got to be. I just feel like at the age of 64, almost 67, it's really too late to even like try to get medicated for anything now. Right now, I mean, it would take them a day or so to just figure out if it was old age or living through the 70s. Or if it was really truly ADD, So anything you want to talk about, make sure you type it in the chat here, and that'll help remind us. Oh, thank you very much for the thumbs up and everything. So there's a couple things I want to cover, just really, really quick, because I gotta tell you guys.
Okay.
I got it. You too, unmedicated. I am too. I kind of heard that it might be nice to get medicated, but I don't want to go through like a whole bunch of,
all the kind of different medications to see how
but I heard it might not. Maybe I should look into it. Maybe it would be nice to focus.
It all depends. It all depends. Does it disrupt your life?
I'm okay actually.
Okay.
Do you think?
It doesn't disrupt your life.
You thought it was part of my personality that made me fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for medication if you need it, but the less the better if you don't need it.
Right.
So if something's not disrupting your life, then...
Well, you know what, though? And the truth of the matter is, for 43 years, I did the same line of work. Mm-hmm. So I must be able to focus on something.
Right. Well, ADD also means you can hyperfocus.
Oh, no. I ain't doing that unless it's like nap time, Okay, she was right. My chair is crooked and I do have to fix it. Okay, let's read whatever.
So we're talking about well, Well, there's a conversation going on with parody and food porn chef, and I think
So we came over from the
just
TikTok
get the meds
channel,
from Mexico.
and there was a lot of conversation going on over there, and so we're going to try to bring this in to our YouTube here, so that the new people that are watching YouTube understand what we were talking about, and we'll just go on to a couple new subjects. But for one, I got to talk about. Everybody knows I love my Coach stuff, my Rainbow Coach stuff, and then I got my little,
Tumblr.
but I did get this cool new watch band, that I'm just loving, and everything's cool. So I did want to talk about that. But
Okay.
what else I want to talk about? Yesterday, I went to Empire Beauty Salon. Now, we would think if I went to Empire Beauty Salon yesterday, I'm just really
You gotta.
here. Something's wrong.
You want me to move my chair?
Or
But then
I gotta move this or something. Something I'm twisted like.
Yeah, no, you don't want to sit all twisted. It's hard enough just getting stiff sitting down.
Does that feel okay to you?
Maybe. How's that?
So I went to Empire Beauty Salon yesterday, right? And that right up there in Monroeville. And I've been there several times. And I know you're thinking, okay, if she went to Empire Beauty Salon, why does she have that hat on? Well, I'm going to tell you why I got this hat on, right? I went there, and lo and behold, nice young lady named Giovanna, which she would buy Yvonne, I believe it was, or Javon. Anyway, nice young lady Javon did my hair. And I'm telling you, I loved what she did. Hey, you know what? I want to ask you this too. Do you think a lesbian in a do-rag is hot? Or or do you think like, take that do-rag off? So, ready? Everybody close your eyes. Get ready. I love it. I love it. I think she did a wonderful job. I love how she made me this little ponytail thing in the back.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yep, you can see my ponytail?
Yeah, we can see a ponytail in the back.
That Judy, she's so funny. Yeah, so I'm loving it. I'm loving the new hairstyle. I think she did a wonderful job at it, And so I had told Empire Beauty Salon, which is really a school. It's a school for the young people. I mean, I guess old people, young people, whatever. It's a school for people that are trying to become salon, workers. Whatever word you would say that for. But anyway, they gave me this cool feedback thing. They gave me $5 off my visit for giving them a little shout out. And wait. She did my eyebrows too, so that my eyebrows wouldn't look like an old Jewish man. And that's what I told her while I was there. I said, "Can you fix my eyebrows so they don't look like an old Jewish man?" And she said, she bust out laughing. She says, "Yeah, I can tone them down." Yeah, I told her, I says, "I think I'm allowed to say that because my wife." And it's not meant to be mean. It's just meant that some of them can really get out of hand. I should make me a set of those.
You would make me a set?
Yeah, I should make you a set. Yes. Let's see.
I think that's really nice tight braids and everything. She did really, really nice job.
Yeah, she did. She did a really, really nice job. And if by chance she happens to see this video, I'm going to apologize to her because we had done the phone number exchange thing, so that I can get in touch with her and she can get in touch with me or whatever. And in the middle of the night, I went to try to put her name with her phone number, and I think I dialed her house twice, like in the middle of the night, because I know I did, because this morning at 5:30, I think it was, or something, whatever time we woke up, my phone rang, and I was just like, "Who the heck is that?" I'm like, my kids, I could just choke them sometimes for calling me so early. I look at it, and it's that girl's number, and I thought, And then she just hung up. But I thought that's because I dialed her number in the middle of the night and
And
maybe
hung up.
she, yeah, I didn't mean to like do it. Every time I go to add a phone number, sometimes I mess up like that. I shouldn't
You
even
could text later today and that
and
normal hours,
apologize.
and let her
Yeah.
know. And then let her know to watch this. We'll give her a shout out.
Yes.
Hey, you did a great job on Edie's hair. I'm really excited. And also on the eyebrows. I mean, that was just wonderful. Edie came home so happy. Just want to let you know that. Edie
Yeah.
came
Well, I
home
had
so
bought a
happy.
fish sandwich too.
Yeah, well.
I went to the fire store, because it's like Lent season. So right now they got all those places that don't make fish sandwiches, are making them for the Lent. And so on Fridays,
Mhm.
you like got to make this decision on where to go get a fish sandwich that's only available during this certain window of time here, right? So what I decided was at which your oh, it's yours.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, it's not on.
Hmm. I wonder what happened.
Oh, it says live was disconnected.
Oh.
I must have done
So
something.
it is. Oh, you might be in TikTok jail for all
Yeah,
you know. I don't know what you
probably.
could have said.
God only knows. They'll tell me because there was a warning thing came up. But anyway, I'm probably in TikTok jail, and so if I'm in TikTok jail tomorrow,
You know to come here.
yeah,
Come on. Yeah.
yeah,
Let me give a shout out also to Kylen is here and Julie's here. Where else? I saw some other folks come in. Actual reality here. Actual reality. I saw this come up. Oh, Edie, you got your beautiful braid back again.
yes,
Edie trying to see what's going on with her TikTok live. She wants to put it up again. Let folks know to come over here. And let's see. And Kylen saying I was petting my cat, so a bit behind, but I love your new hairdo. Yeah, yeah, it's good. So we did some other things yesterday too. What is it? Last night or in the evening, we went to this grocery store that opened up in the Hill District because we wanted it. We were all excited about this because it's all the fresh groceries they have there, fresh produce. I want Edie to talk more about it, but she's still getting a TikTok.
yeah.
Getting TikTok back up again. Oh, look, we can see your braids from the side. Look at that. How nice.
That cool haircut.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so we went to the grocery
Yeah.
store up in the Hill District. It came back on, so I don't know what the warning was.
Right.
And the
So
only
it's
reason
called-
I run that TikTok at the same time is because I have a little sign laying there on the table that lets anybody know that logs on to our TikTok station where we are and that we're over here at YouTube right now. So that's what I had to take care of. And so we went to the grocery store and it's up in the Hill District. And I mean, I know that some of the people that were already listening heard this, but
Yeah.
this is like some serious talk, and this is something that the whole rest of the world is aware of and needs to know. Part of it is the fact that there are so many places that are considered food deserts. And if you're not familiar what a food desert is a place where you live and you can't get fresh food, fresh fruits and vegetables and maybe meat and stuff, on unprocessed stuff that, a lot of them have maybe a little Dollar General or a Family Dollar or something close where you can get some hot dogs and some mac and cheese. But to be able to really, really experience, tasting like real fresh fruit and vegetables, it's hard for us to even believe or understand that there are children and people that, I mean, there are kids that have no idea what a pear tastes like because they can't just go to the store. Mom can't just go. And most of the time, I would say most of the time, this is poor neighborhoods that the grocery stores don't move into, or someone has taken advantage of them. And so they're like getting out of town or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then I was saying that in a city like Pittsburgh very segregated by neighborhood because each neighborhood is kind of like a little town all in itself. So the neighborhoods that have grocery stores and have even a bunch of grocery stores can't even fathom that there could be neighborhoods that's never had a grocery store or a fruit stand.
Or people like us that
stand,
live in the
and it's like-
suburbs that are used to driving no matter where we're going.
Mhm.
We just go, I need something from the store, so I jump in the car and ride down the street and go to
Right.
the store, So when you live in city like that and you don't have a car, you're used to driving the bus or riding on a bus,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe finances. Uber can be very expensive to go get your groceries along with bring them home and all that kind of stuff. They end up eating
Okay.
some things that aren't quite so healthy. So that's why, a lot of times you'll see a little chubby little girl or chubby little boy in a neighborhood and you say, well, they can't be hungry. That look how fat they are. Well, a lot of times that's because they're not eating the proper things that they really should be eating,
Mm-hmm.
and they've never been trained to eat the proper things.
Or don't have the things available.
Right.
That's the main
So
thing.
right,
Not
so
available.
it's not like mom's bringing home,
Mm-hmm.
fresh fruit and vegetables for you to eat and snack on because she's not able to get them either.
Yeah,
So
to be read actual realities here saying we have so many of those here in Texas, and for the elementary school, children are given the opportunity to go home with backpacks filled with food that can help get them through the weekend to help
right,
with their families. And then they return to school Monday and they have the free breakfast and lunches.
right. Right. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of kids just this is what it is, and it's really sad. So now that they opened up the new grocery store, which is Salem Grocery Store up in the Hill District in Pittsburgh, we went last night. And the one thing, there was a couple of things that I really liked about this grocery store. And I'm going to try not to keep going on and on about the grocery store. But one thing that I really liked was the prices were comparable to like a Giant Eagle or
Great.
Kroger's and all that kind of stuff. They're a little higher than Aldi's, but I'm gonna tell you the quality
Yeah.
was unbelievable. I ate a pear last night in the other room, right?
I'm lucky she's saving this one for me.
Oh my God, I'm not saving it for her.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
thinks I'm saving it for her.
Yeah, yeah.
This pear.
I don't care. I don't care.
It's my pear now. I licked it, so it's mine. Did anybody remember doing that? I used to lick the Oreo cookies, and then my sister wouldn't eat them.
Uh-huh. I don't care. I just wash it off. Okay.
Darn it. Okay, well then I'll share it with you.
So we had this. So we called it a yellow plum, but we had to read to find out what it was. And then some folks on TikTok this morning were saying it's a plummet or plum
yeah,
cut. And so we got to look that out. Juicy. I had one this morning. Juicy, juicy, juicy. You know how you normally get a bunch of bananas and then they start going bad and you throw them away? This was a bunch of bananas last night.
It was good. They were good. That banana tastes so good. So what we're saying too was the fact that people that are living in the Hill District that are getting the opportunity to taste fresh fruits and vegetables, they're not bad, rotten, old.
Right, and not the bottom of the bell.
Right,
it's like real
like the stuff
good
we've been
produce.
buying at Giant Eagle. Remember
Right,
buying
really.
some stuff at Giant Eagle was half rotten by the time you get it home.
Yeah,
you can't leave it in the car 20 minutes or.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, and that's sad to say. Giant Eagle is not paying me nothing. But neither is the fruit, Salem or whatever. But it's just from what we got last night, it was really good and it was very nice. The people that work there were just. I even asked a couple of them, do you like working here? And they were all like, yeah, they like it. And that's another thing too. They've provided employment in an area, and not just employment. This is nice employment where they're working for what appears to be because you never know what goes on behind the doors. Appears to be a nice company, that's taking care of their employees and making them happy, and that was nice to
tell
see
them what
too.
you saw the owner talking to one of the workers.
Right. He had asked one of the workers to get him a towel to wipe something or whatever. And the young man went in the back and got the towel and brought it out and handed it to him. And he looked at the young man. He's like, thank you very much, And I mean, I was just like, because, usually when you see people that own a place or manage a place and they're talking to a young worker or whatever, sometimes they're so disrespectful. They act like you're supposed to be just so grateful we gave you a job that you're just supposed to be like, well, thank you. Here you go. Here's your towel. You want me to get that? I mean, it was just like, it was nice. It was nice.
So we were trying a couple different juices.
Salem
there too,
is the name of the store.
Yeah.
And they have one down in the Strip District that I had never been to, that if I get a chance, I'm going. And then they have, because they still have they have hot food down there. And the one up on the Hill District, it won't be long. They said within the next couple of weeks or so, they're going to have hot food there too. So can you imagine walking into a grocery store and actually being able to buy kebabs off of their deli that are hot and ready to go? And maybe some of that rice. I'd love to have some of that that one kind of rice. Remember, I keep wanting that coconut rice.
Oh,
That's
okay.
from Jamaica. You know, I
Yeah,
just want something like different. That
and try different stuff. And what I
Mhm.
like about the store also over in Salem is that we got free parking at the parking lot. And the store is huge. I mean, it's huge.
when
It's
we
like
were leaving, they
Oh.
had two young men out there hosing, or not hosing, but spraying off all
The
the
cart-
baskets and wiping them
Yeah.
down too, to help keep us all from getting any kind of germs and everything. So I thought
Right.
that was kind of nice too.
Yeah, it was.
You
It
know,
was.
yeah.
So they had this juice that was 2 for $4, right? And so we got guava flavored. So we're gonna try that now. And I think you said that maybe you didn't think you've ever had guava juice
I don't
before.
think so.
Because when we were in, I was in Hawaii for work, and that's what they were filling up the ice box with guava and passion fruit. So here we go.
Ready?
This is the guava juice. Ready? I like it.
That's pretty darn good.
It's got like a sweet and then a tart flavor to it. It's like it's
No,
not just
I think
pure
it's a
sweet.
little too thick for me though. I
Yeah,
prefer maybe add some water with it or something.
yeah. You want me to put a
Vodka.
passion fruit right in here,
Yeah, go ahead.
or wash them out?
You want me? I'll go rinse them. I'll go rinse them. Well, you can open that, or did you take the seal off of it? already?
Okay. Edie's gonna rinse the glasses to the fruit. So this is passion fruit. We're gonna try this one, passion fruit nectar. Let's shake it up. It is. We got until June. Oh wow, this is good till 2025.
That's scary. I forget which glass was mine. Was it?
That was yours.
Okay.
Does it matter?
No, it doesn't. What's the matter?
This didn't have a pull tab on it. That one did. But this one, maybe it's just because it had that and it pulled it. Okay, if we croak, you see it here. Ready?
Yes, yeah, I'm ready.
Because, sometimes the tab pulls off. I mean, the cap opens.
You shake it good?
I did.
Okay.
That's what I was doing when you were
Because
gone.
I see little chunks of fruit in it.
I'm
Boy,
not
it's
pouring it very
messy.
well. I'm
She's
making a mess.
terrible mess over here.
I am.
Rainbow Grannies all messy.
I know. It's got all the way down my foot. Passion fruit. Ready?
But she got passion fruit all the way down to her feet. You stop that, Granny. Why you trying to make me bad?
I like that one too. Real different from guava.
It is,
but they
very
both
different.
have a tropical flavor to them.
It's pretty
Not
good.
like pear or apple.
It's pretty good.
So on sale now at Salem in the Hill District.
That's the only reason we got it, because it's on
2
sale.
for $4. That's right. Never passed up a good sale.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that's the wow. I wonder. Anyway, we'll fix that bottle. So what else going on? I know. So Edie also drove me around. Well, she drove us there and I drove us back. So driving us back, she said, hey, go over here behind the East End Food Co-op, where somebody named Rockwell came in and made Rockwell Park some kind of like, not an industrial park.
It's
but
almost like it. Well,
okay, but it's not industrial like a bunch of industry there.
No.
It's like a bunch of
But what it used to
neat
be was
stuff.
like some old factories, some old rundown factories there.
And they refurbished all these buildings. And we came upon a huge, huge building for a climbing wall.
It's called Ascend. And it's located back there in, what do you call that area? Is that the...
I don't know.
It's anyway, it's right there near the... Remember that market we go to?
It's near Construction Junction and Creative Reuse, all that area. So they make a bunch of really neat stores and neat buildings.
So there's this thing called Ascend, and it's got climbing walls all in it. Now, we didn't go in because I was kind of shy because we are old, and just getting out of the car was just,
we just looked like a couple old ladies driving our car all around all glass buildings so we could see what was happening inside.
I was surprised we didn't get out. We should have got out and got up against the window like this and watched so what I decided.
And if you like climbing walls, I mean, if it's first floor and there's second floor, and then on the first floor, some go all the way up there. I mean, it really, really looked spectacular.
Oh, yeah. And it was busy. It was a lot of young people in there just climbing, having themselves a grand old time.
So Edie had a really good idea.
I decided to have a lesbian meetup at the climbing wall. That's what I decided. I decided we'd get all the lesbians together and they could all go to the climbing wall. We'd kind of focus this towards young people that want to climb, But we
we're
could
hoping
have,
that
like,
they're all not all going to show up and be old like us who just want to
just
watch.
Yeah, I just thought we'd
gorgeous
watch.
women climb.
Yeah. I thought this might be a
We
good
can't climb.
time.
I like to rappel down, but I have no patience climbing up.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not old.
Mm-mm.
I'm 64.
So I'm 2 years younger than you.
Yeah. That means this year I'm going to be 65
Yeah, you are.
in October.
Oh my gosh, we gotta have some special 65 birthday bash for
That's
you.
right.
Huh?
We should probably
have a meetup at the climbing wall.
That would be good.
That would be fun.
I
for
think
your
an
birthday.
exotic dancer would be nice too.
Yeah, at the climbing wall. See what they do.
No, I think right here in the living room. I think right here in the living room or out in the yard. Do you think I got time? Tell me what the budget is. That's what I've been doing to her all week. We've been talking about different things we're going to do. And I asked her, I said, so what's the budget for that? Because we're going away here pretty soon to
Seattle.
Seattle, right. And so I had asked her, so what's the budget for like the adventures we're going to go on? So I'll know, like, should I book us like one of them Alaskan cruises? When we leave Seattle and we ride on up to the coast of Alaska and then loop back down and come down. So it gives us a chance to see some ice. What do you call it? Well, that'd be nice, but there's big things. There's big things of ice that float in the water. Icebergs.
Icebergs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're going to go to Titanic exhibit and then rethink that.
Look, $5,000 is the budget. Thank you for food porn, chef.
Are you sending us the money? Is that what's happening?
All right.
Yeah,
you guys are fun. Let's see.
And then Actualities add some period of San Pellegrino, ginger ale, something like the old church punches, go to the guava, or the other juice you tried.
Oh, okay. That's true. See, it is kind of potent for me. So I think maybe even like a little bit of seltzer water or something like that, or just regular water. And I like everything watered down, kind of, So it was good.
Yeah.
Maybe even on ice.
Yeah. Here, Elmira's in the house.
Hey, Elmira, how you doing? Elmira's in the house. Oh, should I give her one of them Taylor Swift kisses?
Oh, that's right. Give her a Taylor Swift kiss. So I know that we've been talking, you've been commenting here, and
let's go back and
so that's all right. They're talking about, we think we're old and they must really be old. So we're not old. We just don't have. Well, I think Edie's shoulders are kind of shot for doing the climbing wall would be a problem, and
between
I
that
don't have the
and my rear end's too heavy. I mean, I don't care.
I'll give you a boost.
They put titanium in here, and they could give me your arms, and I still don't think I could lift my ass. I mean, the truth of the matter is that's an awful lot to pull on arms. I think each one of my shoulders was about $40,000 a piece.
Oh wow!
So we don't want
any harm to come to
right,
them.
I can't hang off no wall and rip my shoulders off.
We should insure your arms like what's her name had her legs insured, don't you think?
Who had their legs
insured? Who was it? Betty Grable who had her legs insured?
You should. You got really nice legs. Your legs should be insured.
Yeah, but she did her legs. She was an actress and dancer.
Yeah, but yours are very nice.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, the Taylor Swift kisses you give. So food porn chef says remind me of them red lipstick mark left on your cheek as a kid.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? That's what I said. I mean, I know she uses some top quality lipstick, but I bet you it does feel kind of like, when, I mean, not that we've all experienced this, like if you walk in the garage and there's that big oil spill and you put your mouth down and go, boom, I bet you that's what it's like. How long you think you give her and Kelsey?
What's that?
How long you give her and Kelsey?
I don't know.
She just wrote a new album.
How long did she?
So as soon as this album runs
they
its
didn't
course.
break up yet, so it can't be.
Right. As soon as this
Right.
album runs its course, she'll need new songs.
Oh, okay.
You know,
So she
so
might have to break up with him then, so she can write a breakup song.
that's it. That's it.
But Kelsey is cute. He'll bounce back.
I gotta talk about this too. Do you know there's so much hate going on out there right now about Beyonce's country song? And this is Texas. You know, okay, I'm gonna give it to him. I wanted to be like one of them people like, don't be hating on Beyonce. But I'm gonna tell you, it is not a country song, but it is a catchy tune, and she's got everybody on YouTube. Not on YouTube, everybody on TikTok and on Facebook dancing. If this is Texas, ain't no hold on.
Sounds like that's the one we gotta do, huh? We're gonna have to do a TikTok dance for it.
I thought about it. We got our cowboy hats and everything.
Oh yeah.
But I I've never been good at learning steps. This is true confession, and it could be because of that ADD. I'm more along the lines of make my own steps.
Yeah.
I can't be following their steps.
You're not a follower, you're a leader.
So he loves that song, and Black people made country music. Well, they might have did that and everything, but I mean, I don't think that song is more of like a country song. I like it. I like it real well. I think it's the cutest little song, but whatever.
I know. I think people also get all bent out of shape when like
people
who was that? Pat Boone, was that his name? When he always did country, and now all of a sudden he was doing rock.
Well, I don't know. That was 100 years ago. Most of these people that never heard of Pat.
Yeah, but the point is that when somebody switches genre, people get all upset for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's the thing, because that Luke Combs that did Tracy Chapman's song.
Yeah.
I'm sure when he first started out, people was all upset because that was Tracy Chapman's song, and all of a sudden he's making it country, and
it's like. And it's great because her song speaks to everybody.
Evidently it does now because it hit it big a couple of different times. Yeah, but I do think a lot of it has to do with race.
So Kaylin knows who Pat Boone is.
Okay, that's good. But I do believe that a lot of it has to do with race. And when you cross a gender like that, that's why I didn't unfriend this young lady from Bel Air that I seen on there yapping about it. I unfollowed because I felt like it was racially motivated, But now that I listen to the song, it's not really that country. It's just a good, cute little song. Yes, it is a race thing. I think so. It's about crossing those lines, We're so used to those lines being there too that we just take for granted that's the way it is. I mean, when we hear it, we're just kind of like, oh, that's right. They don't, like there's this couple. You guys probably know who they are. I don't know their name. They're a Black couple. They're both big couple, heavy set couple. And they sing country music now. And they sing it where it's almost like gospel music. And they're really good. And they've been on all the big shows and the music awards and all that kind of stuff. I bet you there are people flipping their lids thinking, what are they doing there? My grandma sang country music her whole life, and she never made it on stage. What you think, huh? What's the name of that couple?
Yeah, I know the couple you're talking about. Weren't they on the Grammy Award too? Didn't they give a performance on there?
Probably. I might have woke up long enough to see.
That's right. You weren't up long enough to watch it. Sleep.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
So anything else going on? I think I know Elvira, you had sent me a couple topics the other day that you thought we might be able to cover, and my phone is over there on the. Let's see. I'm glad food porn remembered. So food porn. Now that's an interesting name.
Food porn chef.
So does that mean like I was eating that pear last night and made it sound so good? Is that what food porn is? Like when you make food sound like it's so good? Because it was really good. I was in the other room, and if somebody would have been in the other room hearing me eat that pear, they would have thought, what is Edie in there doing?
They wouldn't guess you were eating a pear.
All by myself. Alone watching the news. Let's see. What else? Good.
I was wondering if we want to wrap it up. Oh, you got more
Would
stuff
you
to
like
talk
for me
about?
to wrap you up?
You want to wrap me up?
I can wrap you up like a
Wanna
birthday present.
wrap me up in a banana peel?
Huh.
Wanna, uh-huh. Oh my.
I'm so bad.
You are.
I know, I'm so bad. Let's see what.
Yes. Okay, so food porn chef is when food give you the same endorphins as good time fun. And I'm a
Ah.
chef. Oh, so you're a good fun time kind of person, huh?
Oh,
You give
okay.
us a good time.
Myra was talking about our coming out story.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Judy, you had a much better coming out story than me. It just
Did
sort
I?
of happened, right?
I don't remember coming out.
That's it. We didn't really have like real good coming out stories. If you look back
Yeah.
into our YouTube, there's one video that was on there with my daughter, and my daughter was there to basically testify that I never really did come out. That
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden it was just a change in our lives. You know, I had a girlfriend that she didn't like, and and honestly, she had every reason to not like her. And so all of a sudden I changed my life, and that's what it was. But the truth of the matter is, I was gay from the moment I was just a baby. And I mean, as far back as I can
Okay.
remember, you know, I remember trying so hard to be straight. You know, I mean, because we can talk about, you know, this, we are
Oh, yeah.
LGBT and everything. So I remember trying so hard to be straight. I remember marrying someone, and I had two kids, and I loved him, you know, and I loved my kids, and I still do, and everything. But I was not ever really, really happy. So when he cheated on me and we ended our relationship, it allowed me the freedom that I needed and that I wanted so bad. I mean, of course, I tried to make him feel guilty for cheating and all that,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
but I almost wrote him a thank you note and said, "Woohoo! Yes, thank you. I'm out of it." Because I would have stayed in that marriage, in that unhappy relationship, unhealthy relationship for the rest of my life, because
Yeah.
I would have done it just like your aunt Helga did it, or you know,
Yeah.
when they all
Uncle
used to.
Jake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uncle Jake stayed with you know, in his marriage with Aunt Gloria, and everybody knew that he was the one that did all the decorating in the house. That
Mm-hmm.
he was the one that, you know, would go buy Aunt Gloria's dresses because he liked it, and they always thought, "Oh, that's so nice how he, you know, picks out what you wear." Well, he picks it
Yeah.
out because he really, really likes it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So yeah, so coming out for me, I mean, as young as 4 years old, I knew I was, I was head over heels in love with my babysitter, and I knew I couldn't tell anybody about it. And in high school, I remember, I was attracted to these girls all the time. I was attracted to, I fell in love with one teacher after another, all women. And I read somewhere like, oh, everybody when you're teenagers, you have these homosexual feelings. Don't worry about it; it will go away.
Yeah,
And so I thought,
I never read
okay, it'll
that.
go away. So I didn't tell anybody or do anything about it. But when I was, when I turned, 18, 19 years old, that's when I came out to myself. I thought, I'm gay. I'm really, and I dated guys just because I was supposed to. And I really wanted to date women. And it just took me a little longer to realize, oh, I don't have to date men. I don't have to be attracted to them. I'm attracted to women. And so my best friend from when we were like 13 years old, he came out when he was a teenager and didn't tell me. But when he was an adult, he did tell me, after we graduated high school, he told me. And then I let him know that I was interested in girls. I think I was gay too. And he was out of Pittsburgh by then, but he said, well, here, call my friend so and she'll take you to the bars and show you where the bars are and all of that. And so that's how I came out.
Yeah. See, I mean,
Yeah.
I just started living my life.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I was starting to say too, though, is if you go back into our YouTube videos and you see the one that has my daughter in it with us, and guess who came out? I think that might
Mm-hmm.
even been the name of it.
Yeah.
That's when my daughter and I and Judy sat there on camera, and it's a revealing piece of us that I
Mm-hmm.
share. You know, an inside piece of me, not because it's not funny. You know, I mean, a lot of us, a lot of me is
Yeah.
funny. You know, I try to be funny, but this was real. You know, it was real, and it's not just me. There's a lot of people that spend their whole lives trying so hard to be, straight and to be who they think the world really thinks they should be,
Mhm.
And that's what I mean. I remember being a little girl and my mother saying to me, I don't care what color the man is you marry, as long as it's a man.
Yeah, so
Well, if a
that's
mother would
somebody
say
new.
that to a daughter, that means that the mother
Yeah.
knew
Mhm.
inside that there was something going on with me,
Mhm.
you know? And I remember having my favorite pair of corduroy pants that I wore until they were just, they had no more corduroy on them. And just like my cap gun and my world was just that. Of course I had a few Barbie dolls that I would cut their hair or whatever, but I mean, I was who I was, and I tried so hard to fight it,
Mhm.
and
And again, I was the youngest in the family, so I could get, clothes hand me down from my sister or from my brother. I was just in my glory when my brother suddenly like grew up real tall, and I got all his hand me down. So I got all the jeans and the button down shirts and whatever to wear because I wasn't very feminine. I mean, I wasn't very butch. I wasn't very feminine. It was just
but you
that
were
he had
gay and it made you happy,
right. He had the rugged clothes that would work for the things I wanted to do.
and I got some. I can't. I'll tell you, I got some. My mother was a house cleaner for people, and when she came home and she'd have like a bag full of laundry or a bag full of clothes that somebody from her job would give her, and they had a son that was a little bit older than me, and I got some of his. Like I remember a tank top that I just wore all summer long. I just love this, because I played basketball in it and everything like that. They never bought me, that kind of stuff, and that's
Yeah.
what I wanted. So I was okay when they'd bring home that stuff.
Yeah. So I want to read some of the comments here. So
Were you in the
Kaylin's
church? Did you
saying,
add? Did you
yeah.
add to your guilt? Yes, I was brought up in the church, and I remember sitting in church and looking at some of the ladies in church and thinking that boy, that's a pretty dress she's got on and stuff like that. And I
Mhm.
wasn't thinking of it like, boy, she's got a pretty dress on. I was thinking, boy, she's got a pretty dress on, and being mesmerized by different people when we go to visit different churches. Yes, I was brought up Baptist, and honestly, I mean, the truth of the matter is I do miss going to church, but I can't go to church where there's all that hate involved.
Mhm.
I mean, if I could find a church where there wasn't that kind of hate involved, where, yeah, you can come as long as you either pretend you're not gay or you leave your wife at home, but I can't do that. I am who I am.
Yeah. So when I came out, and like I said, I was around 18, 19 years old, and I came out and lived in Pittsburgh, and there was all kind of things going on in the gay community in Pittsburgh. It was all underground, like nobody would know. But I went there was a gay community center. So I went to the gay community center and I found out what kind of things were. So the lesbian feminist community in Pittsburgh had all kind of things going on. They sponsored women lesbian singers coming into the city and giving a concert, and they raised money where they opened up the lesbian restaurant with a stage for lesbian performers for had the bar there in the restaurant, and they had women's artwork on the walls that they were selling. They did a lot of stuff for the community, and then we also opened up a collective women's bookstore, and it was not predominantly lesbians, just women in the LGBTQ plus community. We opened up this bookstore collective, and so we had all kind of lesbian books that we could read. And so this is the community I walked into when I was, that young. And so it was great because it was just a very welcoming, positive kind of community to go into. And it wasn't just the bar scene, there was certainly the bar scene, but it wasn't
Excuse me.
only the bar scene. There's a
Right.
lot more going on.
Yeah, see, I didn't get to experience any of that stuff as a young one, and I remember being in such denial. I remember being, I was probably 18 years old, and I was sitting on a sidewalk in Wheeling, West Virginia, outside of a bar, and this young lady came up to me and she was talking to me, and she says, "Are you straight?" And I looked at her and I said, "Yes, of course I am." You know,
Uh,
and I probably
yeah.
missed out on one of the funnest nights of my life. But I lived through it.
Yeah. But even while I'm staying that young and I'm in this community that, just enveloped in this wonderful lesbian community and it enveloped this wonderful gay community. And we had gay pride, but it was always in a small park, kind of hidden from view. You had to know that it was happening. So because it was 1970s, 1980s, so I was closeted to my family, closeted to friends and neighbors and whoever. But I had this wonderful community to be myself, and that I would be in the straight world all week long. And then if it was Friday and if I was tired, I just went to a gay bar, or a lesbian bar just to sit there and have a drink and be surrounded by gay, and had to be surrounded by gay where I didn't have to worry about being out or not.
See, I did get to a point like that too, where I finally found out where all the women were, and I went to the gay bar and I hung out, and it was just so nice to sit there and watch everybody dance and drink and have a good time and everything like that. Now, the gay bar stuff now is just like a thing almost of the past.
Yeah.
But I do hear that P-Flat or P-Town, down in Pittsburgh, is like having all kind of it's a bar having all kind of activities for the ladies. And I think we were supposed to be going to
something this month. I think we're gonna look that up. Yeah,
but unless they're having it early in the afternoon, I might miss it, because I'm all about going to sleep anymore. I really am. I think once I picked up somebody, I'm okay.
But I want to say this is something I was thinking about the last couple of days. That just I thought, we're over 60 and we met each other, and I am so happy in my life and so out. And it just boggles my mind to think about all of the hate and difficulties there's been on people who are gay just for being gay. It just boggles my mind. It's like, that's
last night we were sitting here in the house here, and I was sitting in the recliner, and Judy was sitting on the couch, and we're sitting there, and I looked at her and I thought, wow, who would ever thought that I would come to this point in my life where I would be this lucky and this blessed to have someone in my life to be able to sit here on the couch, watch some stupid movie that we were both laughing at, that Tammy movie, and just enjoying and just snacking and having a good time. Our highlight of our day yesterday was going to the new grocery store.
Right.
It was like, ooh, we got
really
new
fruit.
Really looky, we went to the new grocery store. That's the highlight of our day yesterday. And you know what?
And I made sure to get to work early and finish early enough to go and enjoy the evening.
Because if she'd have messed up, we wouldn't have made it to that grocery store.
That would have been really sad.
I'd have had all kind of attitude.
But just think that, besides all kind of attitude you would have had, just think that I was so excited about going to this new grocery store with you. I made sure to get to work early and knock off by 4:00 that we could go.
Yeah, who would ever thought you'd get to a point?
It wasn't going out on a date on a Friday night to the bar and and dancing and meeting somebody. No, it wasn't that.
No,
going to the grocery store.
But actually, we're supposed to have plans tonight with friends.
Yeah,
and going to dinner. So we're supposed to go to dinner with friends tonight, and I'm looking forward to that. I feel like because I'm trying to watch what I'm eating, I should probably kind of like be careful today during the daytime so that I can kind of just go wacko tonight.
No. So we shouldn't run around too much today, or
we need to run around.
Or we won't.
We need to run around.
But we got to be awake for dinner.
Well, what time we gonna have dinner?
I don't know. We'll find out.
If it's after 7, then I'm done.
No, but before 7.
You can go without me. Bring me something, and I'll eat it tomorrow.
So here's something else that was going through my mind. So, you might have missed, I don't know if you missed it or not. You watch the news all the time. You put in the mist there. Very recently, I think it was in Oklahoma. See, now I cry. Little teenager who was non-binary ended up getting killed in the girl's bathroom because, the other girls didn't like that they were non-binary. Hit them, knocked this person down on the floor. The next day, the teenager was dead. And that was like, oh my God. So here we are living a very wonderful, comfortable life. We're out. We got the gay pride on our door. Wherever we go, we're Rainbow Grannies, and folks even know who we are and all of this. And yet, just a few states south of us, still somebody who's non-binary gets killed for being non-binary. And it's like, and I'm here like, I don't understand this. I don't understand this kind of hate and this kind of fear, because we're just people living our lives.
Yeah.
So that person got a lot of attention. Their families getting a lot of help and all this support, because the news did go out, and people, the good news. Yeah, the good. Oh, really? I didn't know she was too. There were Two-Spirit Choctaw.
Which Two-Spirit, you remember
Yeah.
what that meant
Yeah.
about being
Mhm.
more than one sexuality.
Right. So, yeah, so it's still out there, and we got to still be cognizant of it. I'm glad that we can be here and be out to show what we can aspire to, what we can have, and but it's just
support.
amazing.
See, that's basically
Yeah.
what we're doing too. It's just supporting of all of our communities. I mean, we're okay with the straight people that are sitting here on the chat watching us and sharing with us and everything, and we have learned so much from you guys too that you're willing to share with us. And we just want to tell you how much we appreciate it.
Yeah.
How much we did you do your book reports
Yeah, I
on
did.
here?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I
I
thought
did.
maybe you did them on the other one.
I did on both.
Oh, okay.
I did the book report. So, the Rita Mae Brown cat detective.
Yeah.
So here's what I was thinking about. Got to
Yeah.
put all this out there. See,
That's okay.
we're not on here for a couple of weeks. A lot goes through my head. Oh,
Go ahead.
So, yeah. So I was with a friend who mentioned another friend. Do you remember so and so? She's with a guy now. And it's like, oh yeah, I know she was with a guy. She's been with him for a long time. Right. Well, this guy is trans. I said, oh, I didn't know that, So, but I was thinking way back in the 70s and 80s, if we met somebody who was a lesbian, and then this lesbian ended up with a guy and got married, the person wasn't saying, oh, I'm bisexual, but saying I'm lesbian, then people got all bent out of shape. And I remember also another woman, she's lesbian, and all the women had a great crush on her, and then she came out as trans. A lot of his friends, turned their backs on him because they felt like he cheated them somehow of not really being a lesbian, but he's really a guy. And I said to my friend, it's like we worked so hard to be out and to get our rights to be gay that anybody who moved from there, we got mad. We're trying to pigeonhole people too, and that how different the community is now.
Yeah.
Gender fluid. Someone comes
out.
Yeah,
because we never heard of any of that
right.
kind of stuff.
Somebody comes out as gay and then says, well, no, I think I'm bi. Well, no, I'm pansexual. Well, no, really, I am bi. Well, no, I am transitioning, And people say, well, don't you know who you are? Well, no, it's like we're coming out and figuring out who we are.
Right, because most of the time you've kept it in such a down in the closet so deep that when you found out that it was okay to say I like women, that well, maybe I like men, but maybe I like women and men, but maybe I like gay men, maybe I like transitional men or transitional. I mean, it's just like maybe I like people. Oh my God, maybe because I really like somebody with a personality. Maybe that's what it is.
And so what I like very much is how the community has moved so much to be more accepting and more open to figuring out who we are and not having to say you have to be this, you have to be that. And whenever I heard about, somebody would tell me, oh, so and so's lesbian and now she married a guy, and I said, don't tell my parents because then they'll start hoping. I said, I am a lesbian. I know some people have transitioned, they are this or that or whatever, but I am a lesbian. And it's not like I hadn't thought about things when we have all this, gender fluid and all this stuff going on. I'll call myself a soft butch, and Edie really laughed at that, but it's just that I know I'm not real feminine. And she said, well, you're wearing earrings, It's like,
well, I mean, they're not just normal earrings though. She always wears something with a little dangle. But
I'm not a lipstick lesbian,
No. She has mentioned sometime wanting to try some makeup. But also
because I'm old.
But what I want to ask of everybody that's in the chat here for us right now, every time we finish doing our live like this, when we finish and the computer is uploading it and it goes and it has to upload it, and then there's a few things we have to do to it real quick before it all gets set and all that stuff. What we do is we try real hard to think of like a title and a point that was brought in, so we have something to put it as a title. So for anybody that has been sitting here with us on our YouTube this whole entire almost hour, would you please type in the comments right now what you think today's topic should be, like our title, like was it what was it? Because when Judy and I are done, we try real hard to just remember what the heck we talked about. Because we talk about everything. So we would really like to have a title, and also like in the points and descriptions and stuff, we always add something, and that helps with the algorithm too. So, what do you think today's title should be? Let's see, Joy of the Grocery Store. Oh, that's a good one, Joy of the Grocery Store. But we gotta have
Joy
something.
Of the grocery store and other stories.
This is true, but we also remember we want something that reaches out there and grabs a hold of the YouTube community, and lets them know that there's something.
The dirty granny.
Lets them know. I like that one. Maybe we'll try to do something tomorrow
to earn that name.
Yes, to earn that name. So yeah, that's pretty good. But go ahead, help me here.
Go ahead. You're doing good.
Yeah. We need something that's going to reach out there, like the Dirty Grannies, or something, just like a little bit over the edge that grabs a hold of the algorithm, and it'll let it send it out to something, nothing nasty, because we know we can't be out there being too nasty.
How about a good Friday night date?
No, I think we already had that. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's just too vanilla.
Too vanilla.
We need something that,
It's eating a pair of food porn. There we go.
Yes.
There we go. I was late today. I had breakfast with my baby girl. She's going to be 13 next Sunday. Is her party. Happy birthday, baby girl.
Happy birthday.
Next weekend, Sunday, then? We'll have to remember. So, okay, is eating a pair of food porn. That might work.
Well, you know what? We could probably even fix that up when it comes down to just, food porn with fruit. And next thing you know,
food porn with the Rainbow Grannies.
With fruit.
There's food porn?
Food porn with fruit. And food porn with fruit. And I'm sure that'll make people want to see what kind of, because that's what we need, is something that's going to make people want to see what's happening out there with the Rainbow Grannies. What kind of food porn are we doing? Wait, I got to put my taste.
Could it be fruit porn or the food porn with fruit?
Fruit porn is good too.
Watch till the end.
Sometimes Judy can be a really ornery girl, and I try real hard to be good. I'm the one. You guys think it's me. You think I'm the bad girl, but it's not like that. It's Judy. She's the one. So let's see.
So Kaylin's saying, I am so grateful for you. Thank you for your laughter and your joy about the grocery store. I needed this morning. I hope you have a great day and night with friends.
You know what? I want to thank you very much, and everybody else, for all your participation and for coming here and hanging out with us. I love your participation too, because without you guys typing something in the chat there, we would just probably be lost for conversation. So the wild side of the Rainbow Granny world.
We'll have to do something to earn that one too. So, wild side, taking a nap in the armchair.
This is true. Thank you very much. We're going to see you out there later. Let me put this thing down. Thank you very much.
Hey, everybody, have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow. Remember, daylight savings time starts tonight in Pittsburgh, so check your time when you come back for 9 o'clock tomorrow on YouTube Live and 8 o'clock in the morning on TikTok Live.
But don't be surprised if we don't hit that 8 o'clock on TikTok, because that might be.
We've been waking up at 4. Now it'll be 5 when we wake up. We'll get to sleep in.
I'm telling you, because I know.
Sensual food.
Sensual food. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.